of people who did not separate spirituality from everyday life.
No sound on the road now. Only got goals now. Throwing salt on nigga moves. Fuck that headache, that shit wrong. Running game, you gon' win and lose. Everybody trying to ridicule, trying to level up my mind. All the tips with the grind. No sound on the road now. Legend only got goals now. Throwing salt on nigga moves. Fuck that headache, that shit wrong. Running game, you gon' win and lose. Everybody trying to ridicule, trying to level up my mind. All the tips with the grind.
They thought that I fell off, baby, I'm well known. Niggas want me gone, so I keep that for real. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. They thought that I fell off, baby, I'm well known. Niggas want me gone, so I keep that for real. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. And Lord on my side, and I ain't got no worries. Ain't scared of you niggas, ain't scared of police. Before I went to sleep, mama always told me, boy, get on your knees and off the I'm a sinner, boy, I hope I get it. The devil out here lurking and that nigga murking. Lord on my side, now I like my belt off. Lord on my side, nigga, fuck the devil. They thought that I fell off, baby, I'm well known. Nigga want me gone, so I keep that for real. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. They thought that I fell low, but baby, I'm well low. Nigga want me gone, so I keep that for real. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil.
Make sure you put your bag up for your attorneys. Niggas still fighting demons. Niggas a kill for a bad ass reason. I thank the Lord that I'm breathing. I would never put my trust in a hoe, cause all of these bitches be scheming. Man, I'm tired of these pussy niggas hating. Clapping for a nigga for reaching. I got love for my trap niggas. Keep it Dutch flowing, getting the rats nigga. You put your family on your back, still get fat in the back nigga. Grew up in the gutter, boy, I never love it, but nigga, I'm thankful. Run up on Rollie, you niggas don't know me, my niggas, thank you. I sit on the treetop, now I got red bottles, no Reeboks. I'm a spread game winner, ain't never had shit, now I got the streets locked. Just told me nigga, keep God first, you gon' be ahead of the game. Birds looking down on the nigga watching, I could've felt like the rain. Everybody on the gang, fuck that shit, I love the flame thing. Never switch lanes, we just maintain. No risk game, on plain thing. Bitches always on the same thing. Got my dick print in a membrane. Street nigga, I'ma never change. Fuck the devil, I might snatch a chain.
Thought that I fell off, baby, I'm well known. Niggas want me gone, so I keep that for real. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. They thought that I fell off, baby, I'm well known. Nigga want me gone, so I keep that for real. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil. Lord on my side, so fuck the devil.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. Today we are here with Professor Ras Natty. The floor is yours, brethren. Ring that bell, ring that bell, ring that bell. Woo!
We're in the building. Another Taco Tuesday. Brett say, if you want to get great at broadcasting, you need a broadcast every night. Broadcast every night. Shout out to that brother that said that.
Key.
Right, the brother said the same thing with trading, the same thing with anything. So, we back in the building. Back in the building. A lot of people, they're worried. I could just only imagine, right? So we're gonna take a look at that also, Empress.
Yeah, you want to do that first or Recon?
Yeah, you can do that first.
Fear.
Yeah, because the fear go right in there with that Recon.
And greed.
If we going on a Recon mission, nigga, and we look at the people, we're like, yo, all the people over here real small. You feel me? We lead that Recon mission maybe with a lot of confidence. Even right now, I think people should have a lot of confidence because what y'all don't want is things to get too hot. It's like having a car, right? Everybody have little problems here and there with cars. You don't want it to get too hot, right? When it run too hot, then it's a bigger fix, right? So you just want to try to find things you know. Woo-wee.
Intense.
Mm-hmm. It's falling. Yesterday was what? 27 yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
Guys, we are at a 21. Junie used to always say that. Boy, I said that out loud. But yeah,
You think we're able to ever figure out can you figure out what was the last time that we experienced a crash?
like right here, right now?
Yeah, they don't have the dates here. All right, this is perfect.
So what was that? May 18th, May 16th?
Of last year, of 2020, right? It didn't get the 64K this year. Oh, was that this year or last year?
Let's see, max. 64K win. Yeah, but we never figured out how this really works as far as the charts.
What you mean?
Because they only give you one number?
Nah, that's just for the day, right? What you mean, one number?
Yeah, but it's not telling you whether it's fear or greed.
Oh, yeah, it is. Look at the number.
Oh, duh. The higher it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so up here, 2019, it's got to be 64, you saying?
People are extremely greedy.
At 95.
Okay, and now go look at that drop. 33. And then go over there to the next time that it just dropped. Yeah, that big bubble up right there.
12.
All right. You see why that makes sense? Why did it hit 33 that first time that it dropped away from 64K?
Mm-hmm.
That boy right there got terrified.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why they're so high and so low at the same time. Because this is slightly higher than this one, right? Wait, is it on it? Nah. It's not even collaborated right.
What you saying as far as the dates?
No, this bubble right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this 14?
Oh, they saying that's 14 and you feel like that's below the line.
Nah, I thought it just said 33 when I was hovering over it.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I think maybe you have been on the other one that's right behind that. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So you kind of have to stay on the line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this low point right here has to be the 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say where we at right now?
Over here? 21. Yeah, we just looked that up.
Okay.
Get the other charts real quick. Yeah.
This is interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, so this is the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. So the other one was crypto in general.
Nah. But remember what I told you about the crypto giant.
Bitcoin has dominance. So what if Bitcoin says?
Yeah, but they have a separate one where like people got it for Ethereum. But as far as the crypto market, I'm not sure if they got one that's like solely, because like I said, we're having Bitcoin in it, even if it's including the crypto market, because that says 21, right? Also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So even with you feel me? Even if it was included in the crypto market, it's still dominated by Bitcoin. So
What is this or that one?
What you mean?
260
first. We always do that one. Kind of gets, I kind of like doing the same. That's the key in this world. My bad for being right in front of y'all face.
We can't even see. Whoa. Okay, yeah, we're good. Man. All right, yep. So we are opening this show with a Bitcoin at 42K.
Hey, I'm so sad. That boy went to 39K.
Huh? Today? Oh. man.
39. Okay, leverage hands got white, but do you know what this cast is about? Misconceptions of leverage. Right? Because I hear a lot of people and they come in here and what they do is they say, yo, you trading options, bro, that's so risky. That's this, that's risky, this risky. I just want you to do this and other. He got his people over there in
Wait, ooh.
He's saying stuff still, yo, my people do leverage. I'm like, hold on, your people leverage? But y'all buying those coins over there. Coins that none of us know about. I'm just not take it. Like how serious. But the reason why that all came up because I was saying a lot of leverage hands may have got wrecked in a situation like this, right?
And guys, just to be clear, leverage is dealing with money that you don't have, so it's money that you're kind of borrowing, but not really borrowing. I don't know. Do you have a better explanation for it? Because I don't want to.
Oh no, I'm gonna go in on it. I'm gonna go in on it.
Oh, okay. So Professor Ras Natty is gonna give you guys a bit more details, but let's go into
it's as simple as science, right? You get a hammer. Mm-hmm. If you had the hammer and you had a short stub, or if you just had to hold the back of the hammer and beat the John in, it'd be hard for you to get it. Mm-hmm. Right? So even we have a wrench, right? We have different tools to get different things off the car. Right. The bigger the bolt and the stronger the bolt, the more leverage you need. By leverage, you need length. You need something to even the playing field. So that's what leverage is. That's a simplicity of it. I just want you to keep it like that. I want you to, because I don't want people to be like, yo, this is some stock shit. No, this. What leverage is simple and plain, bro. If you're trying to accomplish that, you can use stock markets can get more. I just need more. Anything in a sense of aid, like I said, it's just simple as a tool. If you're using a tool and you got a hammer, the hammer doesn't work by itself if you just have the motherfucking hard parties. Once you get the handle, that changes the game. And then the longer the handle gets, the more game change it is, right? Because now you get a bigger swing, right? So that's what leverage is about. The more of a swing you get. But also with that swing is the same difference on both sides. They tell you like, but you didn't know how to use it. Everybody in that path will get cut, right? Yeah. So it sounds better to have a scissors and just anything happen. Maybe you might hurt yourself, or you don't get nothing too serious if you spin and doing something crazy. Mm-hmm. But if you got something with a lot of leverage, it wipes out everything also. So you feel me? It's a pro and con. So if you're going into a battle where you just need leverage and you know exactly what you're doing, leverage is great. If you don't know what you're doing, leverage is the devil. Enemy. Yeah, it's against you at all costs because it's too big. They even show the video games, right? Video games, when you first start out video games, everybody see the person with the big sword, and they want to get that person. They say, "Oh, I want this person." You feel me? And then you play somebody. He got two little swords, and his whole game plan is to rush you and get in there real fast. And the whole time and like those noises that he keep on making, and you almost get upset with him. It's like, man, why my character so slow? How to ask each other that. Right. So that's where leverage will come hurt you, right? Because it'll be your slow death because you can't do nothing about it because it's so much on you that you never even was able to manage. Like that's why we say spot trade. When you spot trade, you just whatever you got in there is what you got in there. You threw $30 in there, you lost $30. You threw $40, you lost $40. But say you could throw $100 on a play. Say your account has $1,000 though. That $100 and everything else could get wiped out because that leverage was way more than that $100. So that's why you got to be careful, even with options. They tell you that if you're not looking to hold any of these, because worst come to worst, you're gonna have to hold 100 contracts. Say you like Apple a lot. You're going to have to hold 100 Apple contracts. You do the math on how much the business costs. So you're gonna be in a little spot. Even there's people on Robinhood and these things. So like when you go on these websites, they ask you questions after questions to figure out how much leverage can you handle.
Tolerance level.
You feel me? I need your bank account also. Cause yeah, we're gonna freeze that. Yeah, what you talking about? Like, no, this is a serious game. So that's why I understand people saying don't play with it. But I think there's a big misconception of it.
Yeah, I don't recommend any beginner level investor or trader to deal with leverage. I think leverage comes after you've done your due diligence and you've studied, and you have multiple explanations on why you entrust in something so much that you put 500 leverage on it. Okay. If you don't have any valid explanations, any logical explanations as to why things are the way they are and why it's going to go down the way it's going to go, it's obviously not for you.
I'm telling you what, we about to go into this leverage topic. I just got a few Johns to run down. But all right, so that I got that.
So again, if you are a beginner and you're listening to this, feel free to still tune in. Just understand that in order to have a lot of context, you're going to have to kind of, demo account yourself on some type of leverage.
Because last week we demonstrated how to get a superior entry. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing this last right here. It was the week before. It was the 14th.
Yeah.
See, that's crazy. So the 14th, we demonstrated how to get a superior entry.
Mm-hmm. Episode 121.
Boom. Now, when you do that, and we teaching you the skill with the leverage, what could they do to you? Because now what we're showing you is how leverage is misconceived. We're showing you a way that leverage becomes the only reason why you're surviving. I'm telling you, simple as that. Like, we'll come back to that. I don't even want to get into it right now.
Would you recommend dealing with leverage in a bear market?
That's the best time to use it. That's the best time to use it. And why I'm saying that is because, first of all, let's just put it out there right now because I can go into it a little bit more. You're hedging against yourself with leverage. Mm-hmm. Only way that I think somebody should use leverage is to hedge against a good bet. Right? So I think that Bitcoin is gonna go up. I may use some leverage, right? Mm-hmm. That same amount of leverage to even me out. Me and you do this a lot when we're trading. Because we started trading on a new little software or whatever and doing some new little things. Mm-hmm. But when we're on there's times that we see something going too crazy and we say, yo, get a sell real quick. How is it? 200 right here? All right, put 200 right here. And then you lock those sales. You feel me? So now the margin is zero. So now you can't lose if you stay in the position. Right. What you can do now is if it starts to fall, you're hedging against yourself. Like I'm gonna go into it because I really want to paint the picture. I almost want to show some goddamn animations or something. Because I really
is it possible to do half of a penny once you're in to get out?
What you mean?
So say I have a play that's 1 cent and I go in and I'm like, all right, I want to take half of that cents out of the play and leave the other half in. No? So the lowest is a penny.
Yeah, because that's the 100x leverage, right? And then, like I said, when you do the 2, that's 200 leverage.
All the way to 5.
All the way to 5. And there's ways to play around in that little space, but we're about to go in on that for sure. But let me come to this market recon while I got y'all attention. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. While I got the folks' attention, let's come to some market recon. And you know how I do market recon the same way I always do it. So nobody's looking at me and figuring out what I may be viewing. This is the best way. So look at this. Look at this. It says down 2%. All right, and that's based on dominance is at 44. So little do y'all know that's healthy for both. I'm probably lying. It's probably less healthy for shit. But that's neither here nor there. Let me explain my theory on what's going on right now. So, off rip, there was some headlines. All right, Alfred, there was some headlines. So if there was some headlines, let me read some headlines first and foremost. All right. There was something on Webull. All right, there was something that I seen on Webull. Webull is a good source of information also. There's an article I seen on Webull, right? It said Bitcoin attempts recovery as Everglade-led sell-off eases. Right? So cryptocurrency prices bounced off 1.5-month lows on Tuesday as a heavy sell-off overnight linked to a concern about a possible loan default by property developer China Evergrande. Oh, Evergrande, nigga. Evergrande, to be exact. Yeah, now I'm looking at it. Evergrande. It's not Everglade. Evergrande. Ticker symbol EGRNY. Ease slightly, but investors brace for more volatility. Right? Volatility and leverage is two things that I want to really go into. So the fact that this article kind of had that little, blah, 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 blah. We're going there. The biggest and the best known cryptocurrency trader. I don't know what they got going on. This is a misspell right here. The biggest and best known cryptocurrency. So what they had was Bitcoin. They said the biggest. Boom, boom, boom. Traded around 43,000, recovering from a fall to 40,000 just recently, and that was basically 40,000 flat. It was 40,192, right? Earlier in the session, it hit a 4-month high of 52 on September 6th. Bitcoiners or whoever went out and dubbed September 7th National Bitcoin Day. On that day, we experienced one of the worst days, damn near. But then we had a recovery. Back to numbers that we wasn't at prior. We went to 53 the second time. Right? So the second time we was able to test about 53.9 or something like that. Right? Smaller rival ETH, right? The coin linked to Ethereum blockchain rose 1% to 30,000 after falling below 30,000. You feel me? I mean, after falling, not 30,000, I'm bugging this ETH. 3,000, nigga. They rose to 3,000 fucking 12, nigga, nothing major. But they was below the 3,000 mark. They was, right now they at, y'all can see it on the screen. Right now they're currently at 2.8. And I always tell y'all, and that's why I love doing the cast because y'all can kind of see it in real time. Bitcoin, the grace about Bitcoin is the fall grace. So Bitcoin is gonna fall a 2%. ETH is gonna fall a 10%, a 20% sometimes. Solana may fall a 20, 30, or 40%. Like the smaller the coin is, the more risky it is. With Bitcoin, like I always explain to y'all, it may not run as fast, but your benefit come from the downside. Your benefit come from the downside. Like even right now, I might want to enter a trade or something because right now it's like this is volatility. This is what I'm telling you about healthy volatility. If I was able to show you the chart, we'll see more convincing what I'm saying just besides looking at numbers because the numbers will jump around. You might be like, yo, T was just at 4-1 though. Yeah, don't worry about that. Just trust me, brother. It's all good. So what we also see, I want to get a zoom in over here on some of these boys. Cardano doing 4.6. See, Cardano's starting to become a big dog. But we got to think about it too. Cardano had ran so much that they was really on standstill. So, a lot of this, like, that's why a lot of the sell-offs be looking so weird. See what we got going on right here with Luna. Luna's at 26. I feel like Luna is how much percentage they did down? I think they came back up a little bit earlier. I think they was at 25. If I'm not a little bit lower than that too. So Tezos. Look, I told people to get out. I didn't tell y'all. I did tell people. I told people to get out of Tezos. I texted everybody in the group chat. I was saying I definitely got to start offering the Discord for the folks for sure. But I was telling brothers to get out of Tezos because I told y'all that, yo, we was in Tezos. It was at $2. I told y'all I got in the Tezos at $5. I told y'all it's time to get out. And I don't know who all got out, but yeah, some good money. That's some good money. Let me see if I see my homeboy John on here because he on EOS. Pull him up. Put EOS man up on charges. Zoom out a little bit. But yeah, like right now, like I said, just in this market right here, for sure, you don't want to play around with nothing but Big Daddy. I'm telling you, bro, you don't want to play around with nothing but BTC right now, G. If you, like I said, if you got some balls, and if you think the market is gonna recover, one thing I want to always say, just
what's causing all this fear?
What fear?
The fear index.
Oh, the fear index is because people see money dropping. You know, they scary, nigga. They're not in here for long-term growth. So they see it dropping. But also the fear is, inflation. People are also listening to the news. And before, the news ain't really matter. The news don't really matter until a nigga look at it and they say, yo, but now Bitcoin is starting to look like it's reacting to the news almost, right? So before Bitcoin kept on running there, but like inflation, like they will start using that as a thing. Like, yo, you see how Bitcoin doing right now? People already know about that. You feel me? People done with the fiat. Everybody putting their money over here. You hear people start saying that. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's almost looking like inflation got Bitcoin.
But inflation's always been up. FUD. Why now?
Because Bitcoin is down with it. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. Before, it would just be, they would explain to you how Bitcoin is still running while it's running.
So, like, inflation on whose part? America?
Mm-hmm.
So, America is allowing a global asset to be drawn down to new lows?
This is the American stock market. This is Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and all these weird cryptocurrency, Coinbase, and all these people. They got to listen to rules from America. All right? Mm-hmm. America is a superpower. So yeah, you could do your thing, but you can't do business with America by doing your thing. So you got to find better ways to listen to the government. And so America come to you and they tell you, yo, you're not listening to us. And then most people, they just get with the rule. They say, yo, we banning crypto.
Quick question. Can you even deem something a global asset if China's not involved?
What do you mean?
Because they have a big population of people, and I just feel like they're a part of global when you mention global. I feel like if they're not a part of whatever topic or subject matter it is when it comes to global, is it even global anymore? Mm-hmm. Because I would say the India, America, and China, if those three countries are involved in anything, we deem it to be global. But now that China's not in it, that's a huge piece of the population that's just wiped away.
China's not in what?
Bitcoin.
Where you got that from?
The May 16th dip? That wasn't because they banned Bitcoin in China, and
they've been banning Bitcoin in China for 50 years now. Ever since Satoshi Nakamoto came out, they've been banning Bitcoin.
So what are you saying? Chinese people are still a part of Bitcoin?
Clearly, if we look at the hash rates, Chinese people still got a lot of hash rates. Chinese people got still a lot of exchanges. None of them exchanges are down. All them Chinese exchanges are still out. This is decentralized, bro. Government can say what the fuck they want to say about anything. Mm-hmm. It don't stop shit. That's one thing you got to understand about Bitcoin. That's why it was created. It was created in disagreement with the government. So to say the government came out and said, yo, we're not. You feel me? But there's different places that they're doing it in, right? They explain to you like the provinces. There's provinces that's still involved in this shit. So, it's just maybe the big heads. Because like I said,
where in China?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where they're using different ways, because they was telling you that Taiwan, to be exact, Taiwan make all those semiconductors and all those different things. So Taiwan, to be exact, they were saying was using renewable energy. Mongolia, they said some weird shit happened over there in Mongolia, where Mongolia had a bunch of Bitcoin hash rates. So it's just really about hash rates. So if we look at the hash rates, China, they don't have the majority, And that's what we bragged about one cast. We was happy about that. We was like, yo, like the hash rates in China is starting to fall, because what people were saying is, yo, this seemed like a Chinese flying dandy, bro. I see what y'all saying, but now the hash rates are falling. Even Empras went as far as to say that Chinese people don't even got Bitcoin no more. So you feel me? So the Chinese people, they starting to take a little step back. But if you look into them people ain't playing with, they got some Bitcoin. The reason why we know they got some Bitcoin is because Evergrande, these niggas got a bunch of Bitcoin on their books.
What's Evergrande?
The property company. Oh, you wasn't in here, but I just read this.
Construction company?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The property developer. All right.
I just heard in China too that they knocked down a whole bunch of buildings. They did a demolition. I guess they couldn't get the funding for the buildings, so they just knocked them back down. And they had the whole skeleton already up. For the majority of it, it was multiple skyscrapers. So I wonder if that had anything to do with it. Same situation. But nevertheless, with China, all I'm saying is like, yeah, they have had continuous FUD about banning Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. But like, all I'm saying is like, you know how with us we have the retail hands, with China, like, are the retail hands still in it, or are these more so of the miners and the people that understand the decentralized space versus you're just everyday user? Like, has the numbers for the everyday user in China dwindled down ever since the banning of 2020? I guess that was 2020, bud, right? That wasn't 2021.
That was 2020, but they had to get up with something early in the year. But they always come out with shit every day, so we don't even know where to start with the Fuddy McFud Nuggets. They was just saying not too long ago, July, that China is done. But they say China cracking down on crypto mines disguised as data centers. Data centers, Chinese people said they are. So China is ramping up its hunt for illegal cryptocurrency miners who are trying to disguise their operation as research institutions and data centers, according to a new report. Authorities in several provinces have conducted more intense inceptions of colleges, research labs, data centers, and other potential sites that could be hiding crypto mines. That was reported by Bloomberg. So Bloomberg, they ain't no niggas that's in no crypto anyway. So I take that as some goddamn FUD. What's going on, Rollie?
What's happening, brother? What's happening with you, brother?
Everything good, dude.
Rolling up a little blunt.
Hey, go in, man. Go in.
Watching the little Grant Cardone thing he was just having.
What he was on?
He just had a little free talk show thing. Click the link on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And I went on that bit, took notes, whoop, trying to get right. Nigga trying to say you something. He gonna teach you, but he's still trying to say something. He basically teaching the nigga what a nigga already know, bro.
Oh, that's the whole point, because they need to get you into the chorus.
Yeah, he trying to get nigga into the core.
But they gonna definitely hit you. Hey,
bad though.
No, none of it is bad. I'm trying to tell you, none of it is bad, bro. Black people gotta get into the habit of paying for things, bro. We gotta pay for things sometimes, bro.
Real deal.
Yeah, bro. We got, you feel me? We gotta stop being.
He definitely opened my mind up about what I'm really finna do about as far as like this music and shit. Like, he gave me like a big ass insight on how to really go full throttle at this shit for real. So he just opened me up a little bit. So I'm finna go ahead. I'm finna be snapping real soon.
Yeah, I like that. That makes sense to me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, whenever we could take knowledge, nigga, and interact it, bro, I'm always gonna be a part of that.
Bro, what's going on with the crypto, man? I see everything going down, man.
Market red, but everything look good, bro. Cause like I keep on saying, this is just an accumulation phase. Most people that's in this shit, bro, already had Bitcoin, and we had months. Like, did y'all forget that we had 3 months plus to buy Bitcoin at 28K, 30K, 33K? So a lot of people not worried right now, bro. A lot of motherfuckers is just up and they trying to figure out what's going on. Like, that's exactly what's happening right now. Motherfuckers trying to figure out what's going on. So everybody's right now in a state of shock. But what happens in a state of shock is the same thing that happened before. Motherfuckers
pull out.
They pull out and then they wait and then the shit shoot up and they say, "Damn, I should have been in it."
Yeah.
You feel me?
And then they lose money.
All that trading shit ain't good, bro. We can't survive trading, bro. Most niggas that become successful all this shit. Look, bro, they be asking niggas for simple shit like this, like, bro, just give me 4 years, bro. I know you like to trade and you think that you the greatest trader. Yeah, it's all fine. That just give me 4 years where you just invest continuously in Bitcoin, Litecoin, whatever one of these big dogs, even ETH. Nigga, you feel me? If you was continuously investing in ETH, you bought ETH at damn near $19. You bought Bitcoin at damn near, you feel me? So, like, a lot of people not worried, bro. This is just people that, you feel me? This is just niggas trying to make quick money. This is quick money niggas right now, scared. Impatient hands to the patient hands. So all the patient niggas waiting right now. All the patient niggas, they tricking you. Look, Rollie, the last cast that you was on the Taco Tuesday showed you that. I was like, bro, look how it's pretending to go up. And then boom, it went back down. And I was like, yo, you see these two big ass green candles? Those like that. That's what they do, Rollie. They try to bait you in. They try to bring you into their little system. They say, yo, we going up. And then you see them take a big ass drop. And now what you done did, you just lost some money. Boom, you get out the market.
Yeah.
Another,
your ass to jump out.
Bro, the shit happened to the best of traders, bro. I be in the market, nigga. I be up, nigga. My shit turn around, start going back down, nigga. I start exiting, and I'm like, damn, why didn't I just wait for it to boom, hit back off that fucking resistance and shoot back up? And that's why I tell you I like trading every day, because what it does is keep you sharp, right? You take a small percent, 1% of motherfucking shit, and you take that and you go trade it. You figure out the skills, because this market, bro, is bloody now, because we have people with phones. Everybody got a phone, bro. So everybody got a motherfucking broker, bro. Like, it's not as easy as back in the days where you could figure some little shit out and that shit'll work some shit out. Nah. Today, people are actively trading against you, actively trying to take your money, actively trying to scam you. When I say scam, I'm talking about still confused about money, your ass. Let you know that, yo, it's better to save it than to lose it. If you think so, bro. If you think it's better to save your little dollars, nigga. And what, like, cause bro, the question have been asked, and I'm glad I got you on the cash. You done rolling up? Matter of fact, finish rolling up, bro. When you done rolling up, bro, I need to ask you a question, bro. Don't even worry about me right now. Empress, you got some bubbles on the screen. It's just the flower. What those about?
No, boy, I love the questions, nigga. I love the questions.
Hey, all right, that's good, because I got a nice little zinger. But bam, BTC down 10. Oh, what is this over the past? What?
I hope
nigga,
when I come down there, nigga, everything going up, because I'm trying to make some money.
Hey, yo, Rollie, that's all fine and dandy, bro. Did you do the simple steps already? Because I tell everybody, are you already on Cash App?
I'm on crypto.
Nah. Crypto.com charge you an arm and a leg to send your cryptocurrency.
Oh, I got Cash App too. I got Cash App.
Right.
I got Zelle. I got
okay, boom.
I got crypto.
I need you on Cash App, because what happens on Cash App, you can click on, like, you know what, where on Cash App it tell you how much money you got
on Cash App. Yeah.
So boom, you'll click on that shit, and then you'll go and then you'll see something say Bitcoin. And you'll click on that shit that say Bitcoin, and then they're gonna show you your wallet. They're gonna let you know how much money you got in Bitcoin, and they're gonna tell you your wallet. And then what you need to do is enable on-chain transactions. So, like,
hold on. Repeat that. Okay, so I'm on Bitcoin, and I got the shit that say buy.
Nah. You're supposed to go to your money. All the way to the left. Click on your money.
Okay. Yeah.
So now at the bottom of your money, you're gonna see Bitcoin, where you can click on Bitcoin. Wow.
Yeah. Bam. Yeah.
Now you see enable on-chain transaction.
Enable on-chain transaction. Click that.
you have to go through that process. They're gonna need your idea, whatever the situation is, but you need to get that done. So when we ready, we could just send it to the dime. You feel me? And just be able to flip the money just like that.
On
Yeah,
God.
he was saying like that because that shit seemed illegal saying like that, but it ain't illegal. But I'm just saying, nigga,
What it allow you to do? It allow you to like see like how it is on crypto.com or some shit.
it's way better than anything in my personal opinion because it's cheaper. Because what? Square.
That's what you was on last time.
Nah. That's our
Rollie,
broker.
you skipping a part. You have like in order to, do the trading on MetaTrader, which is what he was actually on making the money. You have to send money to MetaTrader, and
but I don't want it to be.
I got MetaTrader 4 on here. I got MetaTrader 4.
No. Hold on.
See,
what's your broker?
I
only asking this broker, bro. Don't even worry about your broker, bro. But you hold on. So you on MetaTrader?
I got E-Trade. I got M1.
Nah, Rollie, hold on. So if you on MetaTrader, Empress is gonna ask you what's your MetaTrader, like who you going through on MetaTrader?
Oh shit! Let me sign into this motherfucker.
Yeah, let us know who your broker is. Because there's illegal brokers that we don't really tell people to use. So that's why the main thing I didn't really want nobody to be screaming out no brokers. So if your broker start with a weird name, just write it in the chat. Because it might be safer.
I might.
Nah, do your thing.
Hold on.
Nah, do your thing. Do your thing. And I muted you, so you ain't even gotta rush. Do your thing, bro. I'm about to slow you in. Empress, you have something to go to though, because I see you get to a point.
No, not really.
Not yet.
But
okay.
I thought you was gonna break it down. So
okay. So you talking about the bubble situation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See if Rollie back. Yeah, Rollie vibing. So where we at right now? So as far as the crypto bubbles, why I like it because look what Empress is able to do with the Coin 360. You could, like I said, these are different resources. I think you should use both of them. But right now, Empress was able to go through and set it up simply so you can see the coins that hold the most in the market cap. So this is how you are able to figure out like more so like top 10 coins. What this is the top 100. And you feel me? You can keep on going down the list where 101 to 200 or whatever the situation may be. Mm-hmm. But on this crypto bubbles, you're able to set it up like this. So now you see Bitcoin, which is in the front because it's the dominant 44. Now you see ETH, right? Then you see ADA, which is Cardano. You'll hear a lot of people talk about Cardano. Doge slipped in the top 10. Right, BNB is. I'm pretty sure BNB might be number 3 or 4. It's always weird with USDT because USDT is now doing a lot of drama, right? And then Polkadot should be in there. Polkadot, Solano, and I want to say XRP, but we know for sure Doge slipped in there. I'm not sure if Doge got pushed out, so I would have to go double check a lot of those stuff, but. Like when you come on this crypto bubble, you're able to see all the different things. But right now, what you're able to see is the percentage over a different time period. So Empress, this is on exactly. So this is the day, right? So this is actually today. And when they say the day, the day resets. I think after what time it is?
12 a.m.
So boom. As soon as it hit 12, it's a new trading cycle. So even what about in the middle of the day? When the market ends, it doesn't do anything weird. Like what?
No, that percentage is still the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's something that has to do with the actual like American Stock Exchange.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that makes sense. So this is on the day, but earlier Empress had the week where you seen 10%. So you might be confused, like, damn, how come we went from 10% to 1%? So we were just showing you over the week. This is down 10%, but on the day it's down 1.7%. And that's why I was saying earlier, like it was just at 53 or whatever. So now that you see it so low, you're like, why is the percentage like? Why is it only down 1% or so? It was just at 50 because it's when we was over there at Coin 360, they're doing it daily. So that's all the daily updates. So a lot of that stuff is really simple. you get in the market, bro, a lot of this stuff become interesting. That's why they make it real colorful, just to keep you, just kind of keep you engaged and stuff, bro. A lot of people get bored with this stuff, so try to make it fun, but it don't got to be fun, bro. You just got to think about this is what feeds you, your family, bro, to create generational wealth. So if that ain't the goal, nigga, you ain't going to be excited about nothing because it's supposed to be simple. You come on here, you like, yo, this is what it is, but teach his own. Teach his own. Yo.
Hey, bro. So look, I made a demo account or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I had an account. I think I just downloaded it. But I made a demo account. And I don't know how to make a real account type shit.
All right. So we're gonna send you the link. We sent you the link. Well, I'm pretty sure we sent it to John, but I'm gonna send you the link. The referral, John. And we're gonna finagle that, John, for sure. But definitely. So all right, so have you been using the demo?
Huh?
Have you got a chance to really use a demo? Like have you ever did anything on there?
I did one of them little shits. It gave me some fake money or some shit one time, like when I first got that bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you was right. You got on that bit and won some, nigga. What you talking about, bro? So you already know about the game.
No, I don't think I won anything. He was just my cousin was showing me how to like set the little shit up or whatever, but I didn't I didn't really grasp it, you feel me? So I'm trying to like get to where I have a real account to where I could like play with real money.
Yeah, nevertheless, Rollie, that's what I was trying to convey to you. Is the way Cash App works, the way Cash App ties into all this is you're able to send money onto that platform from Cash App at a cheaper rate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because with Crypto.com, they have a lot of weird fees, whereas, Cash App, it's like, how like with Instant, if you want to withdraw instantly, you have to pay a small fee, whereas if you could wait or afford to wait, it'd be free.
Or you go through Zelle and you get that, you don't get that fee.
Zelle's with banks, though, right? You have to have a traditional bank?
Huh?
You have to have a traditional bank with Zelle?
Yeah, you gotta have a traditional bank like Zelle. You gotta have like a whatever bank. You feel me?
Yeah, you just have to have a traditional bank with Zelle, and that's why we don't really talk about it because it's not universal. Whereas Cash App, majority of people can kind of be a part of it if they haven't got.
Hey, and it's so easy because it's not the same. Like I told my brother, like, bro, you on I need to speak about this off the John, but the whole no KYC, I don't promote it. I don't think nobody should do it. It's so terrible. You're not knowing your customers. But I told my brother, I was like, yo, you could trade because they don't need to know you. I'm telling you, bro, this shit about decentralization, bro. Like that's my whole thing with this shit. So when I tell you about Cash App, bro,
bank accounts and stuff,
I'm talking about fuck bank accounts. I'm saying everything
really
is fintech.
Quick, KYC is knowing your customer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Professor Ras Natty's talking about.
And most websites do that. So when you go to Robinhood, all these websites, they ask you a bunch of questions about who you are. They need to figure out your name, your location,
scratch all that. They ask for your social security number. That's knowing KYC. KYC is they're usually going to ask for your social security number. With a person that doesn't care about KYC, which means a person, the institution or platform that doesn't care about knowing their customer, you don't have to disclose any information. No social security number.
I remember one. They asked me my social.
Well,
they got KYC.
The information with Cash App. Verify.
No. You have to do that to enable on-chain transactions. So that's what I want you to do for sure. So I'm not sure if you already got on-chain transaction enabled, bro. But click on that shit. They're gonna need ID, bro. You need to be fucking on that shit, bro. That's the best way.
What you talking about? The one you just made me do?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I had to click that. Yeah, I needed. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. So whenever you got some time, then I'm gonna send you
because that's a process in itself.
Empress, do you have the link? I'm gonna find the link. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go Tales of the Crypt. I'm gonna go on our John and get the link.
So Rollie, that's all we're trying to say. With Cash App, you can just do Bitcoin to the platform and, be going on about your business versus the crypto, they're using all your money or kind of, put cash on there with the debit card or credit card and you're paying even more fees.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever sent any money from there?
No,
Sent any money from where?
From like Coinbase or any of these other ones, crypto.com. Yeah.
So do you know about the wallets at all, Rollie?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, yeah, you're still learning. You're still learning. It's fine, but yeah, definitely. The next step with the whole investing in the cryptocurrency is to kind of figure out the wallets and so on and so forth. So, because they recommend taking your money off the chain just because it's hot and it can go up and down versus taking it, putting in a cold wallet and the price staying the same.
No, main thing, babe, they can hack your shit and take all your money.
That part, the main.
Once they hack once they hack the exchange, they got your money. So that's why they tell you don't really leave your John on the exchange too much. Once you get a certain amount of sats,
money,
you take your sats straight to your wallet. If you're buying Bitcoins at a time, you take your Bitcoin straight to your wallet. You don't leave your like I said, bro. A lot of these bro, they're not the babe, what's that John that banks got?
What?
Where they're insuring your money.
Oh, FDIC. Cryptocurrency.
Hey, my shit done verified already.
On Cash App.
On Cash App, it said you can now. It says you can now withdraw and deposit Bitcoin with your Cash App.
All right, so it's fast.
So
did that bit too.
Hey, you ready? So now I'm about to send you another John. So what we're gonna possibly try to do, Rollie? We're gonna possibly try to get you on tonight and try to make you some money because you're a winner, brother. Check under your seat.
Bro, we were just talking about you. We was trying to figure out who the MVP of the cast is, bro. And you definitely won by landslide.
Nigga try to size that. But hey, Rollie, you know what I noticed that women do? They try to compete with you.
No.
Nigga was telling me that they bringing on better guests. They guess on the John.
No.
That's what I hear.
My lady stay trying to compete with my ass.
First and foremost, let's kind of emphasize on this has nothing to do with gender. Men and women compete with other men and women.
Hugo FX True.
No. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying none of that to you.
Hey, Rollie, you see some of this stuff has to be discreet.
Hey. But definitely check that one out though. The John, the John that you may think may have came to you from me. Click on that John and sign up for this John immediately.
Rollie, just understand we're on a public platform and this could be used against you.
Hey, sign up immediately. Hey, look, and when you click on the link, make sure you see a number at the top that says 25983. You see that number at the top of the actual URL code. So like you're gonna click on the link and go to the website. Right, you on the website now.
Yeah.
Boom. Do you see the refi 25983 number?
I see the.
You see the name of the website.com. Then you see the slash. Then what it say after the slash?
25983. Yeah.
All right, blow. So now you're ready. So now you can go sign up. So what you want to do is sign up right now. So now if you sign up right now, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to get you back over there on MetaTrader and get you started. So go do your thing. So yeah, if you could sign up right now, like I said, I'm not rushing you, brother. But if you get some time and you can sign up, you could dumb out actually.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah. Don't rush.
But nevertheless, all I was saying was that we were trying to analyze and critique our guests and who we felt like was the most superior guests we've had on. And there was no competition. As soon as he brought up all the points that he had on you, I was like, oh, for sure. He wins by a landslide. There was no...
But you weren't thinking about him at first because he a regular, really, so he's not a guest.
No, I was just trying to trigger the conversation, and that's how I felt like the conversation could be
I'm just saying
applied.
He's not a guest, so you don't really think about him when you think of a guest.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That part, too. He's a regular.
You think about somebody that just popped on their bit one day and lied. Nigga just popped on in line one day and just left. Yo, bro, the best thing to do is trade Forex. Yo, why none of my Forex brothers coming on the channel to talk to me, bro? Do y'all hate me, bro? Like some of my homeboys that went to school with me, bro. They coming on the cast to talk that Forex shit. I want to talk to y'all, bro. I want to make sure y'all make money because we can all make money. I just want to talk to y'all about it, bro. I don't know, Rollie. It seems like they don't really be wanting to talk, bro. Every time I talk to them, they say, yo, ask my mentor. I'm like, bro, bro, I ain't trying to talk to no mentors. I'm trying to talk to you, nigga. I don't talk about no mentor.
What do you know?
I ain't trying to talk to your mentor right now, bro. No disrespect, though, because I fuck y'all mentor, but I'm just saying, right now, I don't want to talk to him. But while we're doing that, I'm going to let my brother have his little time. He's getting the genre right. Hopefully, we can get him over there so y'all can see another person do it live. Because y'all probably be like, yo, that nigga probably making up numbers over there. That nigga ain't trading shit. We're going to show this shit. It happens all the time. Winners win, losers lose. That's all I can tell y'all. Winners win and losers lose. No matter what you say, however you shake it, it don't matter. So when I get over here, I'm going to be right. Matter of fact, Empress, you got a YouTube over here? Let me use yours.
Hey, this site right here.
Oh, yeah, that's how you see it.
Mm-hmm.
On your main screen.
This is a good site. You can put everything on there. Your whole regular shit. Matter of fact, we can say the whole name of the broker and everything. I just don't like people the name of the brokers. But this is a popular broker. You can go on YouTube. You can go a bunch of places. And what you would hear though, you hear a couple people hating. They'll say, "Yo, I don't like this site because," you know, they'll say some stuff. But we'll kind of explain that off the camera. But yeah, this site is completely nigga. Everything is legit. We got all our real information on there, so it's not like it's fake information on there. But I told you what I figured out is this niggas trading against us watching our shit, and I'm not giving them the opportunity no more. They're gonna have to put Discord or something, nigga. They want to keep on watching and fucking trading against niggas. Every time I tell them about Bitcoin, the next day Bitcoin go down. I tell them about buying some shit, the shit they eat.
Emphasize on Bitcoin being below 50 every Tuesday.
They're against me, so I'm against them. I ain't dropping no game on them. But yeah, for sure. But it's like completely legal. You can damn near go and read the bio and read everything. Just check them out, nigga. Just make sure you feel comfortable also too. But yeah, bro, I wouldn't.
There you go, man.
I wouldn't put you in a situation like that. I'm not Karen Civil. Yo, what's going on? What's going on with Karen Civil? Empress, you're a Karen Civil doing some
I have
shit.
yet to catch up on that situation. I keep hearing headlines or seeing headlines, but I have yet to actually spend my time looking into it.
Man, I think they saying Karen was goddamn.
First and foremost, who is she?
So this the shit. This the shit you use for the for the Bitcoin shit.
This is my favorite one. Hey, do you know why this is my favorite one? Man, we're gonna have to, because the thing is, we could really go in and Empress got to cut down. Empress, I'm not gonna give you so much work to have to cut videos. But yeah, this is the best one. And I'm once we done with the live, whatever, I'm gonna probably text you and just let you know why this is the best one. But I always let people know that legally in the US, let me see, my bad, y'all.
You said legally in the US what?
You could only trade it's the CFR. So the CFR is the rules that kind of govern all this financial situation, right? Right? The code is what it is. Right here.
I got kids. I can't go to jail.
No, you can't never go to jail. That's why, and that's why they give you two options, right? You can go on there, you can KYC, or you can just go through. Like I said, it's nothing legal. It's both sides. But I'm about to read the numbers right here to you because I really want you to see these numbers. But yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna send you a lot of this information from the CFR too. Hey, so even while we're on this same point, like, because it seems like you're scared of the system, like you've been reading these laws and these black laws and trying to figure out how to build your credit and like how to really use the system?
Bro, I've been mastering the credit system, bro.
G shit.
Bro, I don't even use debit no more, bro. I use debit to pay my credit. I only use credit, bro.
See, you almost onto something. You know why you're onto something? Because debit, you know what debit is? Debit is considered as cash, technically, to me.
Bro, this is what I tell a motherfucker to do, bro. If they want to build their credit, bro. My credit score just went up 68 points, bro. Last round, right?
Juiced.
If most niggers ain't gonna get approved for a credit card just off the bat, right?
Yes.
You feel me? So what I'd suggest is a nigga get, $500 to $2,500 and go open a secure credit card with a bank. You feel me? I'd say just $500. Just
quick question, Rollie. Do you have student loans?
Yeah.
So is that working with your credit to help it go up?
Bro, Rollie not a credit master yet.
Yeah,
Rollie don't know about his credit. Bro. Go ahead, Rollie.
But I just make my little payments. You feel me? But
like, do you understand what you're doing though? Because I just want the people, because this is a learning experiment for everybody. So like, do you understand what you're doing when you're making those payments? Do you know what that student loan is considered on your credit?
What is it?
That's a trade line. When they speak of trade lines and all these trade lines, that right there is a trade line, and that may be one of yeah.
And you need two of them. You need
that can be
trade line.
Hey, and the longer you keep that on your profile and build that up, that may be one of your fucking strongest brush. So when you finally pay it off, your credit score might drop damn near 50 points, 70 points, just based on how strong that John was. So if you continuously pay that boy off, that's gonna build your credit over time too. People gotta understand about profiles. Motherfuckers be saying that, yo, I got this much scores, this much scores. Scores don't mean nothing, bro. You need a profile.
But like I was saying,
what do you have on your John? Go in though.
But like I was saying, at first they're not gonna approve you for no credit card, right? So you get a secured credit card, boom, through this bank, boom, right? Then you open.
Wait, so what's the difference between a credit card and a secured one?
Because a credit card, a regular credit card, is one that you're approved for, like they just gave it to you. That's the bank's money. But a secured credit card is your money. That's your $500 that you say, fuck that, I'm gonna invest this for my life, right?
Okay.
Then you get that, right? You go open another secured credit card. Like me, I had 3 secured credit cards. I opened them bitches, right? Then what I did was, after 3 to 6 months, I called them bitches, I used them bitches, I made them bitches give me more money, right? They gave me more money. I'm paying them bitches out. You always got to pay them 3 days before the statement date. You got to use.
Quick question.
You got to use 100%, but pay it back, and then use up to between 16 and 24% utilization.
Nah, bro. That utilization.
Wait. After what?
I'm mastering that shit. All right, look.
After what, Rollie? I didn't hear you.
Within 6 months, right? Look, within 6 months, bro, they gonna start to just send you credit cards, like just try to approve you. You open them bitches and work them bitches too.
Hey, y'all be speaking to the choir, bro. This whole podcast, this whole GODCAST, this whole Taco Tuesday situation started because I was in the room listening to ML Billion. Y'all can tell me about any white, bro. None of these niggas is as cold as this. Is cold. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I don't know if have you ever heard of ML Billion, bro? No. I just want to shout out, bro. Matter of fact, Empress, you gotta cut this clip, bro. Just send that bit of ML. Make sure ML fucking with this clip, bro. Bro, ML big good, bro.
What I meant by the utilization shit is, what I do is I spend all the money on my credit card. I don't spend nothing debit. Everything that I need comes off my credit card, right? Boom, spend all of it, every single dollar. Then I pay it all back, like before the shit even get there. I pay that shit all back. Boom, and then 3 days before the statement date, like say 4 days before the statement day, I pay it all back. Then the third day, I pay it all back like before that, all that, and then 3 days before the statement date, I spend it to the where it's like I spent 16 to 24%. You feel me? And then after them little days come up to where, you know, they process this shit or whatever, boom, boom, boom. You feel me? They say, oh, your credit scores went up this much amount of percent. This much. But I don't know, bro. This white dude at work was like, make sure every time you do that shit, you pay the whole thing and then be between 16 to 24% after you pay it in this process and all that shit, bro. And your shit gonna grow up every time.
Hey,
bro. Ever since I've been doing that shit, bro, I've been finessing that bitch.
Hey, I'm always interested in new opinions, and that's why I'm glad that you're on the cast, bro. Because people is able to hear this, right, and be able to be like, oh shit, you're really doing 16 to 24%. Because I always tell people, right, because they tell you that to try to have superior credit, you need to be between 0 and 5% utilization. So like that's why I'm at as far as my utilization. So if you want to use more money, then you get more capital. I tell you that niggas are living off 1% of their income. It may sound weird to you, but when you got such and such amount of money, 1% is a lot of your income. So I always try to raise like this. The same thing you saying with the $500. If you got $500, you do the math and you try to figure out what's 1% of that. What's 5% of that? How much can I spend and be super low? Because I'm telling you, it's good 16 to 24%, right? He tell you to do that because that's a good number, but it's not better than 0. Oh no, 100%. But you could be using. Go in.
He said it just shows them that you're using it, you're real active with it, and you're paying it back. So they're willing to give you more on top of that. And then the more like big banks that you have credit cards with, you have relations with these banks, especially once they start giving you,
Big banks? You don't build relationships with big banks.
You build relationships with credit card companies.
Like them big banks and shit. Like, okay, like say I like when I
Chase ain't building no relationship with you, bro. I hope you ain't thinking Chase building no relationship like that.
No, I ain't say Chase. I'm saying, hey, like when I was legit, right? Small banks, we used to hit them bitches and still be able to go make a big bank account, right? But you fuck up the big bank account, like you fuck up a Bank of America, nigga. You ain't gonna be able to make no bank account nowhere else. You feel me?
A Navy Federal is the gold stamp of banks right now. Niggas, everybody want a Navy Federal credit card.
They a nice bank too. They a nice ass bank too. And I think you gotta get like approved or something to get a day shit.
Yeah. Hey, it's the same thing with Chase. Hey, I'm telling you, niggas are moving up the credit card line. I'm telling you, bro, this whole credit card, keep on going in, bro.
But what I notice is like if you got relationships with like the big banks like PNC, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, you feel me, TD. I'm telling you, bro, if your relationship and credit line good with each of them, bro, you gonna get approved whatever, bro.
Facts.
They got this other bank called German America, bro. Oh my God, bro. That motherfucker there, bro. Turn your ass up.
Hey, I'm so thankful.
Because I know right now everything is based off of debt and credit. That's why I don't even use my debit card no more. Because I don't know who. It was this old man that said he was like, a debit card is a cancer or something. I told my sons never to use a debit card in your life or something like that. You feel me? So how I took it was like, damn. When I use my debit card, it don't work for me. But when I use my credit card, it works for me. You feel me? So why not just use my debit card to just pay your credit card? Because I was gonna pay that shit anyway with it. You feel me?
Yeah, the only people doing that are people that are, either transitioning, still confused about money, or just off the grid. They're not on none of that credit stuff because they don't want to be a part of the system. But for people that are a part of the system, bro, that's the only way it's supposed to be done, bro. Everything is supposed to be based on credit.
Hey, Ras. Hey, check this out. You remember, nigga, we used to smoke with each other all the time, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I'm still smoking with you right now, nigga. I'm on
Hey.
this.
Let's
smoking,
go.
Nigga.
Hey,
Still blowing,
I'm telling you, hey, that's how the vibe go, bro. We gotta always be vibing at a high rate, bro. You know, when you stay around your brothers, then you know. Hey, but listen to the ML video real quick. I just want to play a couple seconds of it.
And adjust our mind frame on this particular area. This room can change the scope of melanated America. Most entities don't realize the fact that in the United States of America, the sheer fact that we call ourselves black people has actually removed us from being at a stage of our 40 acres and a mule. And there, unfortunately, this isn't a video situation, or what I would do is I'd actually show you a physical documentation that would show that when we're sitting and we're referring to people as Indians, if you will, India is clear across the water. But Indians, in conjunction with $5 Indians, which would be non-melanated people, are the entities that actually acquired our... Man, listen, we're about to get deep up in here. Non-melanated people and quote-unquote Indians are the entities that actually inherited our 40 acres and a mule.
Don't get the room shut down like last time.
Listen,
Major grenade.
Listen, we got to go deep up in here, because again, we keep as a collective body, we keep missing these areas. We don't understand who we are as a collective body. But the minute and the moment that we understand who we are, we effectively start to function accordingly. Go ahead, Rocky. What you gonna say?
Well, honestly, I was quite into what you're saying. I feel honored to be offered a spot up on the stage because I preach this. I happen to be, blessed, and I'm shot in the dark. But we don't got to pay China and wait 3-4 weeks for our shit to get shipped. And then it's broken and bullshit. Bro, listen to me. Let's have a talk at the table. I'll buy anybody. I'll fly to any city. Let's start now.
What you mean?
For this room,
like, it's just it's not talking about the credit guys or some shit in there. Like,
hold on, what you mean it's complaint? Hold on, did you listen to that?
He was just talking about the melanated people, you know, being able to come together and unite. Mm-hmm. And then that lady just kind of went out to rambling about her being on the stage, and it's not business related.
Huh?
It's just
that's what you think?
It's nation building.
Nah.
Baby, you were just telling him about ML Billions and his little credit rundown.
Yeah, there was what? That's what I'm saying.
You saying he was getting to that?
Now you're still confused about money if you think he wasn't talking about it, right? The first thing he told you was the biggest mic drop that we needed, right? What he told you first, the fact that we're calling ourselves Black, BLCAK, we removed ourselves from getting anything.
Okay.
What he explained is that because we lack knowledge and we're still confused about money, we refuse ourselves from things. But then that's not even where it goes deep, because this lady jumps into, she throws out to China. We don't have to go to China. Blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. He has his underwriter speaks next. Like, well, yeah. Hey, please, bro. I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to get knowledge, bro, it's a slow listen, right? It'll be like when you watch a movie and it's slow to develop in the beginning and you skip through and then you don't know what the fuck going on because it was slow developed. That was an interesting part.
That's the thing. All of that you said at the beginning was what was going on. That's why I was like, hold on, wait. I wanted to see what the person was going to come with as far as he just said some potent shit in regards to our political and just societal state as far as Black people. But she kind of went to complaining. You didn't mention anything she said. But that's why I said skip her.
He was basically saying, man, we need to sit at a table, man. I'm ready to take a flight to wherever y'all at. We sit at a table and we talk about this shit for real.
All facts.
We on this bit. We on this club. What they was on Clubhouse or part?
Yeah, Clubhouse. This is all facts.
She was like, man, because I guess she wasn't complaining about what she's
in the tech space, and so she's speaking from the tech space.
Nigga, what's up,
yes,
nigga?
Let's go. That was her exact energy. So I don't want y'all to miss this young. Yeah, I'm telling you, this young lady gained the follower after coming up and speaking. Like I said, at first I was like, she talking about some nonsense, but then once I figured out what she was, it's like, okay, I'm on the tech side. Y'all talking about all that. I've done develop an algorithm where I can get the superstores. We don't got to go through Spotify. That, like, I don't know if y'all heard any of that shit, but she went on to that. But then ML Billion came in, and what he did was he fulfilled promises, right? So everybody was saying all those things and trying to figure out how to get to the end goal. Mm-hmm. That's when he explained the credit game. That exact shit is in that exact video. But let me find it for y'all because I don't want y'all to listen to too much stuff. I don't want y'all to be set. I don't want y'all to.
We're not the minorities in this country.
Correct.
Melanated people are the majority.
See, and look, it always seemed like pontificating to people. And like I said, I guess it's a podcast, so maybe we're listening faster than we should. But, bro, it's
like
a reason
listening
why
to
it's
Clubhouse now, bro. I learned a lot of valuable information from
man. People not gonna get there yet, bro. I'm telling you, when I was in college, I hated professors.
And then you get to witness different viewpoints, whether they're biased, you feel me, shit like that. You know, get your head right. Open up your mind a little bit.
Hey, it's all facts, bro. That's all facts.
All mixed kids are.
But hold on, bro, because you're gonna.
If y'all want to be 100 about this situation, the only white person that any of you all have ever encountered is black.
Tell them how.
It's an albino. That's the only entity you've ever met that was white. Just type in albino right now. Hell, so you look at Matt's picture. You look at Matt's picture right now. Matt is not white.
See, this is the one Empras is right about. Hey, but this whole white and black shit that he was doing was saying that he was explaining this credit system again. We don't get the game that's being played on us. So we think that white people got the money, but the 1% know that they ain't got the money. They the house niggas, and the black people are the field niggas. When he said that, I was like, that concept different. But I understand it because it's like, we look at white people as being these niggas that know that they don't know anything, that they're in the room. Like that's what I'm saying. Even when you're speaking about Grant Cardone, right? And people like even Ty Lopez. I remember one day Ty Lopez was in the room and he was talking. I remember ML Billion kind of said some stuff, and I remember a female stepped up and was like, "Hey, why don't you just listen? This is Ty Lopez. He's definitely more successful than you." And it was like a strange pause. It was like, "Hold on, what you mean?" And then ML Billion went to, he just went in just to kind of dismantle the whole room, and everybody just sat back. And then the next time I seen the room, I seen this young lady in the room, and she was like, "I didn't know what you feel me, all the stuff you accomplished and all this." ML Billion say, bro, he's so far advanced that he can't even really look at nobody in real life and kind of say like, "Yo, that bro kind of doing it like me." So he said, "Yo, if you want to figure out who's doing it like me, you got to go watch something like Billions," right? So when you watching Axelrod, kind of think of ML Billion. And like that's why I really be trying to tell y'all about this game, bro. Do y'all like the game may seem like it's just about storytelling? Like it's another brother that I used to listen to named Brother Panic. It seems like it's just storytelling
because you haven't witnessed it for yourself yet. That's why, like it's like a see to believe type shit, ain't it?
Man, that's all facts.
So just like I said, like all right. I got a story for you.
Go in.
All right. Say, cause my uncle was telling me some shit like this. You feel me? That happened to him back in the day. Whoop, whoop, you feel me? So he called his nigga, right? He said, "Bruh." He said I guess he was, you feel me, fucked up or whatever. He said, "Bruh, I know a way, you feel me, whoop, we can make this much amount of money. Like, 50 to 100, K type shit. You feel me?" So, bro was like, "Nah, that shit sound, you feel me? That shit sound, nah, bro, that shit sound fucked up." You feel me? Not knowing bro already had the blueprint. You feel me? It's just bro ain't other brain never see that type of, bread before type shit. But he had a little bread to eat to really profit big, but he was like, nah, he got scared. You feel me? So other bro went ahead and, whoop the whoop. Handle that. You feel me? Now it's like, now he don't even need you no more. Now, you feel me? You ain't even in the sauce no more. You ain't even in the thought. You feel me? It's that some see to believe type shit. Like some people gotta see to believe. They don't have the mindset to like be like, okay, grasp that information and apply it, It could be
Yo,
right in
Rollie, you know
front of
what you did, bro? I had something that I wanted to say during this cast and I almost forgot. I said, what does an investor do? What an investor do? Foresee value is what I
you.
wrote.
Yes.
Foresee
Yes.
value, meaning that there's no value in it, and you like, yo, I think niggas gonna want this shit, bro. I don't know what y'all were talking about, why y'all thought it, but I see it. Boom. Hold. That's number one thing. Number three, consistency. And number four is multiple streams of income. Because in order to invest, you have to have other streams to be able to have anything going. You can't be an investor with one stream. You just
Yeah, you gotta have multiple streams of
yeah, because eventually you're gonna have to take out. If you just got one stream and you just invest in, nigga, if your investment goes left or goes south, you feel me? You damn they gotta make a new decision. So yeah, you gotta. I'm glad you said that whole shit that you just said, bro, because that to be an investor, bro, you have to see value in things, and everybody like, yo, I don't need to hear this right now. But I'm gonna let y'all hear MLB in because Empress is right. I got a better video, Empress. Let me know about this one. Man.
Every business owner on here. It's a proper utilization.
Rollie, you can hear it.
Leverage.
Yeah.
We've spoken a whole hell of a lot about that. You know, I have over 9 figures in business loans, lines of credit. One of the things that I found is most business owners are at a stage where they're operating purely off of cash instead of having the thought process of taking that cash that I have and build out business loans and lines of credit. During the course of any given month, I acquire anywhere from 10 to 15 businesses utilizing credit. And in a lot of instances, utilizing the credit of the very business in which I'm acquiring. So I think that it's ideal for everybody that's...
So like, me hearing those concepts first, them just blew my head off the top of my head. The man said he's buying businesses from like he bought a business and he used the business credit to pay for the business. Niggas had a business and didn't even know they had a whole fucking trade line this whole time. Got all this motherfucking credit and shit. The nigga used the credit to pay for the business that he just bought from you. You paid for your own business. Bro, when you told me this shit about the debit shit, I was like, I don't know who you watching, but that's smart in a sense because what he does is he uses debt to pay for credit and credit to buy. Look, I told niggas this shit one podcast. I don't even want to go into him.
It's gonna make his money. It's gonna make it back. It's gonna pay itself off.
That's what I was trying to tell you, bro. You buy assets, bro.
You call that whoop de whoop.
You buy assets, bro. If you take money that, bro, you take the credit, bro, and you buy assets, bro. That asset that you bought off the money that you didn't have now is paying you back. Then you can go take out another trade line to pay that credit. Like, it's so much different ways to finagle the system against the system.
Bro, I made myself a goal, bro. By the time I'm 35, if I could work and invest $100,000 to make me $5,000 a month for the rest of my life, bro. That's my goal, bro. That's my goal. $5,000, bro. $5,000 to $10,000 a month for the rest of my life, bro. 5,000, bro. At 12, that's 60,000. That's 60,000 a year, bro. Free money a year.
It's 100% fact. But you could do that just by thinking of percentages, right? You think of like how much
2, 3, 4, 5 times, nigga. You win.
Right, so you feel me? You just got to figure out the way. Like even right now, with you signing up with the situation, I'm not sure if you done with that, bro. But you should be able to get some shit popping, bro. But just listen to this. But that's the first thing he said. He uses the business credit to buy the business.
Right now, to even kind of express that leverage area, Grant was just on here. Grant is huge in leverage, and so I think it's very important that we start to explain to people that as a whole, because we are working a hell of a lot harder than we should be. Banks are giving away money at interest rates that are
See, he came in and he's on the same wave that I'm on. I told the people at the beginning of the cast, I said, I'm going to speak to the misconception of leverage. He's speaking about us working harder than smarter. That's what leverage is. I explained to the people, Rollie, if you get a hammer, right, and you took the whole handle off and you just used your hand as the handle, you wouldn't get nothing done. But if you go get a long ass handle, you could swing that bitch from heaven, nigga, and you can get whatever you need to get done. So that's leverage. You feel me?
Listen, they have certain properties here, bro, that they auction off, bro. Like you could buy a whole house, bro, for like $15,000 cash, nigga, and only gotta put $2,000 down, nigga.
Oh, you tripping, bro? I'm listening to somebody every day telling you how to buy motherfucking a house for what? I think like $700, some crazy number. Like
Bro,
I'm telling you,
yeah,
bro.
it's shit like that here too. Yeah, you only pay like 3% down or something like that, bro. And
Yes,
bro,
sir.
it depends, bro. I'm telling, bro, like you could get a whole $40,000 house and pay a little bit of money, bro. And just by going to the little auction, signing a little paper, you gotta have your down payment money and shit, the fees, all that whoop, bam. You go in there, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't did it yet, but I'm finna do it. I'm about to do it.
I'm telling you, everything is fly. I'm telling you, bro. Definitely try to finagle that. I know right now it's a little tougher, right? Because what they're doing
Florida,
is hard.
bro, it's always tough in Florida.
But at first it was a little looser. But right now they're only taking hard money lenders. So it's not like they're not really on that credit type vibe right now.
Yeah,
They
try.
niggas,
Yeah, you gotta have it cash.
yeah, niggas looking for that like, yo, yeah, because the market's so hot, bro. I'm telling you, like, motherfuckers talking about, yo, I put my house on the market. It's sold for 4 times what it was supposed to sell for. So, like, a lot of people is eating right now in the market. It's so hot. And what they're saying is you shouldn't wait. And I tell people, I think that's a trick because I've been trading a lot too. And I know when niggas say you shouldn't wait, should always pull back. You should wait. You have some time. But they were saying you shouldn't wait because it's going to go up, bro. Like, it's no coming down from here, they saying, based on all of these, what I guess some people saying is myth, but based on some numbers I've seen, it seemed to be real. But they're saying Wall Street is moving to Main Street. And what they mean by that, a lot of these big Wall Street companies like a BlackRock and a Blackstone was just trying to buy the whole Shanghai province of one of those situations. Yeah. So, it's a bunch of these motherfuckers. And what they're doing now, Rollie, they're buying up properties. So now these big companies are going to be your landlords. Yeah. Man, this shit planning on getting crazy, bro. So yeah, bro, everybody should try to get some land, bro, because it ain't no making no. You feel me? Property is property, bro. You feel me? So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You definitely gotta try to get in that game, bro. Like I always explain, bro, with the same thing with the stocks. Like it's a lot of different players to make in different areas, bro, and it's a lot of shit to do. But don't get caught up on thinking, yo, I ran out of time. I need to do it now. None of that shit, bro. We need to make sure that we trade smart, invest smart. And if the only way to invest smart is to understand the one trick. The whole shit is to trade the impatient money to the patient hands. So make sure you ain't impatient, bro. A lot of niggas try to make it too fast.
And instead of us being at a stage of sitting and saying, oh no, I'm not gonna, go into debt. How about, oh yes, I'm going to actually acquire this debt and acquire more businesses. If I'm in the restaurant industry, you had a couple people over on here that said they were in the restaurant industry. Why do you only have one restaurant? And by the way, if your business requires you to continue to effectively work in order for it to generate money, you don't actually have a business, you have a job. Somebody needs to explain that to people because a lot of people are running around saying they're business owners and you're not a business owner. You're only a jobber. So again,
you're a jobber.
I think is
you're just over broke.
So if I had
about to work till you die,
I went to zero, if you will. I'll be right back. It will probably take me about 60 to 90 days, if you will, because I understand the power of leverage. I understand.
Like he's stealing my talking points. Empras recorded this job, so everybody heard me talk about this at the beginning of the job.
For everybody that's on here as a business owner.
Speaking about this.
We gotta understand the key of leverage and credit,
bro.
But the thing is, it's all in. But the thing is, it's hard at first. It's kind of difficult at first for a person who doesn't really have an established credit trade line, bro.
Nobody.
You gotta put more down and shit, bro, because you ain't. You need work history.
No, bro. A secured credit line, bro. I mean, you mean a secured credit card, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get. You feel me? Whoop, whoop. But I'm
saying $200 on there.
Right now, in my state, they not trying to approve me for a crib that whoop. But me, I've been saving. You feel me? When I'm working, bro, I'm good at saving, and then I got the other little Airbnb shit, all that shit going on. So whoop. I'm able to save a little bread to like really caught one of these little cheap ones. You feel me? And try to build that bitch up over time, like over a year or two. You feel me? fix everything in it. You know, even if I gotta put my last dollar, and then I'ma just have that shit just make me explode. You feel me? Right there.
Nah, see, like that's what I'm saying. Like with that, yeah. But to use your last dollar, that's not wise in business, though.
Yeah, that ain't though. It ain't though.
Right? You want to find some way, bro, to find some leverage point. It has to be some leverage point. Like I said, bro, I gotta send you these different little Clubhouse rooms, bro. I know you'll get a lot of little gems from them shits, bro. It's a lot of little gems, bro.
I feel like to get me started, bro, I gotta get one, flip it real fast, and use that, bro, as either collateral or like leverage to give me more shit. Like sell that bitch, cop more, fix more, flip more. I don't know.
Hey, MLB and always say that. Look, bro, that's your leverage point. Now, look, bro, now you're back to talking about leverage again.
Yeah, now
look, bro, yeah. Rollie, what you would do is exchange your time for money, because what you would do is you'll go out there, you'll find the property. You don't have no money to buy the property. You get the spot under contract, and now you give it straight to an investor or whoever trying to buy the spot. That's how you make your lead.
But what
that's
I'm
the whole wholesale shit.
But what I'm saying is, though, you have to get approved for that, don't you? You got to get approved.
Nah, you just an investor. Nah. What you mean? Approved for what? You're not buying the property. It has nothing to do with you.
So what do I do? Like, if say I got like, okay, you said, all right, you could go and you can invest in a piece of property and then sell it to an investor, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how would I go about doing that exactly? Because I know how to get a crib, bro. But it's like, would I have to get approved for? You feel me?
Yeah, I'm gonna let one of my homeboys speak real quick. Listen to what this bro saying.
And other two are free.
Listen to this, John. Just listen to this shit.
Those three are all worth 90 something a piece. I just sold the last one for 115. I take that 115, pay that line of credit back to zero, then the other two are free. And I'm collecting $1,800 a month in Section 8 on those. That's free cash flow, and I have the D's free and clear.
Hold on, though. How you doing this, though, G? No. Stop laughing, G. Stop laughing. Stop laughing, bro.
Talk about it.
Stop laughing, bro. Nah, stop laughing, bro. Nah. I need a little brother to explain this again. So what you saying you doing, bro?
They're like, what are you guys even talking about?
Let's see what he's talking about.
One more time for the people in the back. What market are you in, Ken?
Eastern North Carolina. I'm going to tell you which one to look at. I can tell you right now the top 10 cities by Googling one thing. What are your top 10 most impoverished cities in the United States of America?
You just an investor, bro.
You've never heard of it. We're about 40 miles from Fayetteville. Y'all know what Fayetteville is. It's called Vietnam. We call Murder Mountain. We have a higher crime rate for what they say for a small population. But we are, I would say about the hood. There's money in the hood. On paper, there's not money in the hood. But there's way more money in the hood than you would ever expect. Okay? It's just cash. So if you look at the top 10 or Forbes top 25 most impoverished cities, right? They're not going to be large cities. They could be smaller cities outside of larger cities.
Mm-hmm.
We're about 35 miles from Raleigh. So you start looking at those pockets.
That's what you do.
And that'll bring you everything you need.
Hey, man. Talk about
But hold on, though. Because he's going to come back and tell you the importance of all that. Because all that right there is just fluff. I don't want us to leave with the fluff.
So I've been a hustler my entire life. I was expelled from elementary.
Because right now he's talking about using the whole Section 8, John.
I literally have been a hustler my whole life. But
hold on.
Off the candy route. Not the paper route, the candy route.
This dude right here live.
$40 a day.
We're not going to knock him.
Listen,
I got a lot of energy.
In 5th grade.
Like people making money.
Here's the reason why. And it's sad because you had to become resilient early. There's a period of times I only free man in my family for over 8 years. Right?
Look, bro, got the whole story. OG, I don't want to knock your story, bro, but I need you to get back to the real estate boy.
Awesome program.
Cause like I really want you to hear this shit, bro. Cause like I'm talking about, damn, did I get it? Oh, I didn't even get it, bro.
Turn me up, nigga.
I didn't even get it, bro. But this nigga right here was doing it so crazy. Like I said, he was, cause you know, everybody's scared of the hood. He's using the whole Section 8 wave, and he's showing them how they can flip it. He was like, bro,
but how do you Section 8 that bit though?
See, now that's where it get tricky. That's a special skill. But right now, we just talking about strictly just wholesaling it. We talking about you literally, bro, going to find a property, bro. Matter of fact, Abdias had a whole video. Matter of fact, we should show that video. Man, Empress, you need to find that video, bro, then and link it to this job.
What?
When Abdias had the whole breakdown of how you even go about even finding the property.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He let you know how you
MLS?
find, the amount of price, huh?
MLS?
Boom. So all the whole system he ran down. So definitely, I want to bring Abdias back on here, bro. Because Abdias got some motherfucking some real estate game. But I don't want to go in, Empress.
Yeah, I think you just go to it's a website that's in relation to the MLS listings, but it's under like your clerks of court website, and you go in there and I guess you can type the zip code and it informs you on the different houses that are for sale, vacant, foreclosure, or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I do for here. You feel what I'm saying? I go on the exchange. I think it's 1033 exchange or some shit like that. Clerk of court. And I find like vacant houses that are up, like shit like that. You feel me? But it's a lot of them. Matter of fact, I'm finna send y'all a link to that shit, bro.
Nah, definitely do that. Definitely do that, nigga.
Fire.
Okay, so that's what we want to do. And
hey, so have you ever heard about the FICO 10? Because like I said, bro, when we started this whole cast, bro, we was just talking about nothing but credit and just making sure that everybody.
We started into the FICO 10 is the crypto, but adding the real estate component to it as well.
Sure. Well, so
our stuff was real estate because I did.
Our family sitting,
okay.
Sitting with $100 million in lines.
All right, boom. So his family sitting on $100 million in lines of credit.
Dispersed. And so, it's funny because in sitting here and listening to Jay, I'm like, man, I can go ahead and I can start moving capital in that particular, direction and vein, if you will, and not necessarily go down the path of, what I thought I had to, to do, if you will, which was, effectively invest in all of these smaller, companies in order to be able to diversify the capitalization more. But in understanding what Jay just got finished describing, I'm like, well, that, that's an ideal area. The other area that we've been sitting in and kind of going over is whether we should just start dropping a bunch of money into the realm of real estate and dealing with, people that are wholesalers, dealing with, different guys that, that are consistently flipping homes, if you will, and for us to operate as the bank in that particular situation for investors, so that's another area that we've sat and we've looked at, and so my biggest goal and mission, when it came to Clubhouse, or when it comes to Clubhouse, was to really bridge the gap in terms of information, bridge the gap of wealth, as a whole, with our people, if you will. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that cryptocurrency, listen, I had no earthly idea, so I'm quite sure a good majority of the people in the audience had no.
A lot of people, they don't get cryptocurrency game.
Capacity, which leads me now to what don't I know about real estate? We own a whole bunch of real estate right now, but what don't I know that you all know? What tricks that, somebody that do have some money that they can engage in? What tricks does somebody that doesn't have some money in real estate, what can they do, in that particular area and vein? If you've got tricks as far as business is concerned, and I'm going to get towards the tail end of this, I'm going to walk you all through, again, how I managed to pull down massive loans and lines of credit for my family. I mean, we did, upwards of $800 million as a collective whole. I'm going to explain to you all how we managed to do that. So I want to get these tricks, from you all, as a whole. So, and we got some real powerful.
Some brothers about to drop some tricks though, because I really want y'all to hear one of these tricks.
All day long,
hey, MLB, we were smart about this shit, bro. He really organized a room with a group of smart motherfuckers, bro.
Right there is just make the deposit and then you take the money out. What you do with the money then can become the second step. And that's the part that I get excited about, is because it's on both sides. If you take the money and you make anything, an ebook, an asset, something,
an asset,
you now got this cycle going on to where every day, month, week, what have you, whenever you sell something, you now set up what I like the whole profit first model. Make sure that you always have more money to keep putting in back into Nexo, and then you just keep it going. So if you sell something for $5, $1 goes into Nexo, $4 go do whatever
you continue to pay the credit off to always be able to get the loans.
You're paying yourself first. You're putting enough money away so that you have a shot at surviving. The way to prepare for it to go to, you can't do something after it's gone down. If you're concerned about something going down, you need to have done something above 4.
Another leverage.
Saying, hey, I had a heart attack. Now what do I do to prevent it? That doesn't work like that. You do that on the front end, not the back end.
Listen, we can make a lot of money if you can figure that one out.
I have a quick question.
Dang.
Go for it.
Cause that was cause he not done though. But this was the whole Nexo John that we was explaining. But Empras, you can run this one. Cause I remember we was telling people like a different ways to survive this shit.
1% of moves. Like that's where every last one of you all should be at this particular point. Is where you're making 1% of moves. Meaning whatever it is that other extremely wealthy or successful people, are doing, you need to be at a stage where you're emulating that. And so I've made a hardcore push towards helping companies about the fact that we're pushing hardcore into investment banking. We're pushing hardcore into private lending, so on and so forth. And as I was sitting and politicking with them, man, they were sitting and saying to me, it was like, you really think they're gonna let you into the banking world in that capacity or vein? And I asked them straight up and down. I said, well, the first thing is that who's there to stop me? I think that we as a collective whole, man, we create this this boogeyman of a character, and we utilize this boogeyman, as the entity to stop us. Them, they. Oh, nah, man. And I realized that them, they is you. Them, they is me. And realizing that them, they is you and them, they is me, I'm like, man, there ain't shit that I can't do, right now. I'm looking for international banks abroad, that are for sale, if you will. I'm looking for mortgage lenders, right now for sale. I want to be at a point to where, for those of you all that are unaware, mortgage lenders, banks, so on and so forth, have started to implement new policies that will require buyers to have 700 plus credit scores, and in a lot of instances, 20% down on the property, maybe even higher, if you will, down on the property itself. So it's about to become incredibly difficult for people that are first-time home buyers or just people, that are looking to acquire investment properties and things to that effect. It's about to become extremely difficult, for you all to really be at a stage of making moves in that vein, as a whole. So which means that we got to start, thinking outside of the box. One of the areas of thinking outside of the box, and this is one of the reasons why, I'm working right now with people that are really, truly like, yo, it's time for me to build my financial base. I'm working on cultivating and engaging in the area of rent-backed securities. So that's an area I'm sitting in. I'm engaging with, diligently right now, man. I've hired a few attorneys to be able to walk us through that particular area as a whole. A couple of CPAs to really walk us through that area as a whole. Some of you all weren't even aware that there was something called a rent-backed security. And for those of you all that don't have an understanding of it, obviously there's this thing called mortgage-backed securities. Well, what the determination is now is that there are going to be way more people that are going to be engaged in the rent area or the renting arena, if you will. And so
bankers and lenders basically came up with an area to be able to securitize your rent. Man, listen, if you're not making constant changes and adjustments and moves, man, listen, you're going to be at a point where you're going to perish with this shit as a whole. Y'all got to hear what I'm truly sitting there saying, is that right now they have this thing, that they've cultivated called rent-backed securities. And this is designed for your one percenters. Your one percenters have the mind frame, to be able to capture, these areas explicitly, if you will. So, it is right now our goal as a company, and something that, again, I was sitting and I was having a conversation with one of my peoples earlier about, was just the fact that I'm like, the time of the programs, or me having the programs and so on and so forth, I'm now at a point where I'm like, I need action-based people. I don't need people that just want to sit in a classroom type situation, or have whatever information, and they ain't doing shit with the information. So I'm like, I need to basically be at a point of bringing programs and shit like that to an end, and actually, really engage with people that are like, yo, I'm trying to clear, 10 million a year. I'm trying to clear 100 million a year. I'm trying to clear, $1 billion a year. I need to have conversations with them people, and it don't matter what your color, no matter what your hue, is, if you will. It don't even matter what your pre-existing occupation. If you ain't got no money right now, if you working a 9-to-5 job right this very second, if you will, and you like, I'm fucked up in the game, I promise you this one thing: if you are at a stage where you are willing to completely change and adjust your life, if you will, completely change and adjust your thought process of things, if you are effectively willing to do that at this stage or juncture, then we can guide you down the path, to be at a stage to where, you are you the $10 million man, $10 million woman, so on and so forth, if you will. And here's the thing that you got to understand, one very, very key component to this, very key. If you're going to change your life, you got to change your life. That's every aspect, every element that got you exactly where you at right now. If you don't like where you at right now, then that means you have to change your way of thinking. You have to change your way of functioning, eating, people that you're around, your level of risk tolerance, and so on and so forth. You have to change and adjust that, in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? You have to become, right now, the vast majority of people spend their life in an area of being risk avert. Let me say that again. The vast majority of people spend their life in an area of being risk avert. What you're going to have to start to change and adjust rapidly right now is the fact that you're going to have to be someone that takes logical, educated risk consistently. You have to be someone that takes logical, educated risk consistently. You understand what I'm saying? And when you take the risk, you accept the loss. I mentioned yesterday on one of my lives yesterday that there was somebody that had a social media account that
when you
was,
take the risk,
verified account, and they verified
that's when you can get the chip
or whatever have you, and they were selling the account, and so they put the price point out there as to what it was or whatever the case may be, and I sat and looked at it and said, well, hell, the price point that they're asking, I'm like, if it works out, then then I'm gonna be at a point to where I end up reaping the benefit and the reward with this, and if it don't, then that price point ain't gonna kill me. Well, long story short, those people were fraudulent. You feel what I'm saying? And with them being fraudulent, I took an L, on the situation. But it wasn't an L in the sense of loss. It was an L in the sense of learn. See, I learned now how not to lose that same exact way again. You hear what I'm saying? I learned how not to lose that same exact way again. And in my opinion, I learned that lesson cheap. You see what I'm saying? in my opinion, it was a cheap lesson to learn. You see what I'm saying? I would have preferred, to at the end of the day be at a point of learning that lesson at the price point that I learned it at, than to be at a stage where I learned that lesson at $100,000, or I learned that lesson at $1 million, or whatever the case may be. And that's the thing that I think that that as individuals are sitting in your.
And look, if you know anything about investment or anything about any of these people that, claim to be any good investor, or damn near worth anything to say about investing, they all come with the same game. Like they say, bro, one thing about a good investor, they damn near come in the shit saying, yo, I'm going to take some L's, but I don't care about the L's because my wins are more. So you don't get in that weird place that you start trying to not take L's. Right? They tell you that even in basketball games. Yeah, this team was playing not to lose. Not, you feel me? They wasn't trying to win. They was playing not to lose. You're playing conservative.
And guess what that means? I'm going to not lose to your whole body. Your whole day going to be a loss.
Everywhere you go is going to be an L.
Bro, you got to focus on what you want. That is the most powerful thing you got in you, bro, is your attention, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And if your attention is focused on not losing, you're going to lose, bro. Focus on what you want to happen. You want to win? Focus on that. How you get there. Boom.
No, that's 100% a fact, but that's a hard thing to tell a lot of people, right? When they out here and they.
Bro, every time I see a gender-related post, bro, I literally go in my notes and I write it in reverse. And I'm like, bro, one day I'm just going to go and repost it on everybody's stuff because it's just like, you sound so stupid. It's like the horoscopes. It's like, oh, you an Aries? Oh, yeah, you're going to be like that for sure. It's like, what? It's like, bro, men and women are engaging in the same behavior, bro. We miss some half of parents. Like, we have imbalances. Like, what are y'all talking about? Women this, men this. It's like, bro, men and women are guilty of this shit, bro. If you really got a beef, bro, you need to address that person personally, bro. Because you doing this generalization shit ain't helping nobody, bro. All it's doing is dividing us more and more. And that is not what we need at this point, bro. We need unity. We need to be together on all fronts.
Yeah, see, that one is always tricky for me because, like I said, I will always agree with it. But I said, a war is weird, right? Where it's like, I don't know, bro. War is weird, bro. I'm not gonna do this on my Taco Tuesday, bro, because I'm eating me a taco right now. I'm not eating a taco. People that's just listening.
You like your brother.
Niggas said that I was on here taco eating. They really got a whole different background. Oh, need to change this picture, bro. Not background this shit, bro.
Put on my.
I wish you had a harder picture.
They won't let me put no other one. They talking about log in and sign up.
Nah, yeah, don't even worry about it. Don't even let them motherfucking bait you in, bro. But I do want to. It's 8:18. I think the time stamp is. I want to play this. These are the older, bro, but I just really want y'all to.
I'm just going to repeat that for all my viewers and then under 5 to 7 minutes.
18. Okay, but even with him touching on, like I said, I'm gonna play some of the different videos also about why I'm saying that, because we just heard MLB randomly talking about it, right? About the whole leverage and how we working harder instead of smarter. That's the same concept, right? Right. Then it had another one where the brother Jay was speaking about leverage in the sense of going through Nexo and getting that loan and whatever, making sure you pay that off, and then use that to buy assets, and your assets is paying you monthly, weekly, or whatever the situation may be. Right?
How funny do I look to you right now?
Oh, you look like a joke, too. I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious. Goddamn video. I think it's slamming doors in my goddamn castle. But I want y'all to hear this little jar right here. See what my timestamp at, bro. But yo, did you end up going back on the MetaTrader, John?
Yeah, I went on
Yeah,
right now.
you on it right now?
Yeah.
And you know when you go to settings and you go to new account.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, so when you had signed up, they already gave you an account. Did you sign up with an email, a specific email on the site that I just sent you?
Yeah.
So yeah, they sent you an email, and if you go to your email, nigga, and you type in MetaTrader, I'm pretty sure you should see it in your email, or it should probably be the top email. Cause they'll send you an email with some login information.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, so you got all that down. So you use the login information and you went to boom, new account, log in to an existing account. Oh, see? All right, Blau. I know what it is. You have to go on. You have to go on the website, nigga, that I just sent you. All right, you go on that site, you log in. Do your thing.
Jack Schrager, welcome to IGTV. Thank you very much for coming on board. Your books, obviously.
Enter short-term durations and say, oh, he has 5 times leverage and this guy long-term durations has no leverage and therefore the 5x is more risky. I get nervous about the market and I say I don't want to have exposure. And now say, well, I still like these stocks, and then there are second pick stocks I don't like as much. So instead of just getting out, I'm now going to use 100% leverage and go short 100%, okay? So I've now gone from 100% to 200% or 2 times leverage. However, my added 100% is all short positions offsetting my long. My net exposure has gone from 100% to 0. Now the way.
So this is one of the first concepts that I explained early in the show, where sometimes you'll use a leverage just to open whatever position. So your leverage is just a hedge against your actual bet. So meaning that you have Bitcoin and you bought Bitcoin going up, but maybe they get to a point that you feel like it's going down and you're like, and then maybe you may open up another situation where you have it selling, right? So that the leverage that you got on this side is all in short position, and you feel me? So you got shorts over here and longs over here. They cancel each other out, right? And then you find a way to make the money within the situation. I always tell you like that. That's how I do it when I'm trading on MetaTrader or something like that. When I'm just trading in between spaces, I would use that a lot as far as a technique. Sometimes I open this and I just lock my leverage right there, and then sometimes I will have it in my mind like, okay, what am I really looking for to happen? Then I say, yo, if we go down this low, then I'm getting out of this sell position and I'm waiting for my buy position to go up. Right. So there's different ways to kind of use that whole leverage play. But definitely leverage is super important to avoid mass exposure. Because with no leverage, you are exposed. So if you got 100% leverage against you, or with you, at a time that 100% leverage could also be against you. You feel me? So now you're just completely exposed. So,
high risk, high reward.
Yes, ma'am.
That's 2x leverage. That's
so
risky.
Now you double down on your high risk, but you find a better way to convey the idea. So now you double up, right, with the leverage situation. But now you have somebody battling you also with another leverage. So high risk, high reward, but now your risk become lower. That's what I'm saying. There's a big difference between volatility and risk. Like high risk volatility don't have to always be high risk, right? You can get a lot of volatility at a safe rate. And that's how you do it when you do things like using leverage to be against yourself, right?
And before, it was not risky, which is totally absurd because before I had 100% exposure, now it's 0% exposure, net exposure to the market. So the key.
So what do I do to connect it to the whoop?
All right, Blau. So that's what I was telling you. You have to go back to the sea, babe. We might have to end this goddamn live.
Okay, you ready?
Hold on. Yeah, you could.
What are we at? 3. All right,
I'm about to finish this last
Is what is being leveraged? Leverage can sometimes be used to hedge, to actually reduce risk, and it's just absolute stupidity to not make a distinction between leverage that increases risk and leverage that reduces risk. But it is absolutely commonplace. Happens all the time. You get people as naive as looking at fixed income managers, and some fixed income managers have shorter term duration, some have longer term duration. So if you ever look at a fixed income manager with short-term durations and say, oh, he has 5 times leverage and this guy with long-term durations has no leverage and therefore the 5x is more risky, that's insane because the risk in fixed income is dependent on the length of the securities. And it's very easy for a 1x leverage portfolio to be 10 times as risky as a 5x portfolio. So people have to understand leverage is not risk. Risk is a function of the underlying investment and the amount of leverage. But to look only at leverage or only at the underlying investment is you're only looking at half the equation. It's like saying, what is 2 plus x? Well, if I don't tell you what x is, you can't answer that question. But people answer that question. If 2 is risk, they'll say 2. Well, no, it isn't. You got to know what the x is. You got to know what the underlying investment is.
You also talk a lot about risk and managing risk and how risk works around. Can you just also talk about how investors can sometimes get lost with risk and also the better ways of actually using risk in your portfolio and as an investment opportunity?
Well, we're talking from an investor as opposed to a trader perspective at this point because it's a slightly different nuance. So from an investor standpoint, the big mistake that investors make is to define risk as synonymous with volatility. Now, that will work for some types of managers, and it will serve as a reasonable proxy sometimes. It's come about to be a very common, almost routine substitution. Wherever you see risk, you put in volatility, and that's the risk. And that's come out of the academic community where since you can measure volatility and it also has certain useful mathematical properties, it's become the proxy for risk.
So you hear the brother going in, and what he's explaining is when you come out the academic situation, you get overly technical, where you start looking at everything and you say, "Yo, it's too much risk here." I looked at this chart, and when it has this much risk, I say, "No, whatever, bro." You feel me? They start looking at your RSI. They say, "Your RSI is oversold." You feel me? They just start telling you stuff at the time. I'm good. So he's saying you got to kind of look at the underlying investment, right? So you can't just completely always say leverage is bad. Because leverage may be the only way a nigga stay afloat until the tide changes, right? You just have to figure out how to use leverage, right, and when to use it. So that's the main thing. But yeah, Empress, I got you. You can do your thing.
Alrighty, guys. That is the conclusion of episode 127 of the Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. I want to thank Rollie for pulling up and hanging out with us and getting some information. We're about to get him right. With that being said, yes. Peace. Until next time.